Hello there, I am Emmanuel Lourdes from SMK Dato Usman Awang. Today I am here to share about this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. This book taught me a lot about financial things as I would like to become an auditor in the future. Now, before we go into it, I would like to share more about my experiences of reading this book and why I started reading it. When I first got into COVID lockdown for like 2 years, starting from January 2021, it was very boring, right up until November. December 2021, I found love in books, these kind of books, such as, The Rich Dad Poor Dad, No Money, No Power, and many more. But Rich Dad Poor Dad really taught me most of the basics that I have to know. And I felt very happy reading through. Sometimes I felt angry too, which I then felt, they were right. Now, the moral of this book is most people, given a lot of money, get to debt. Now, that sounds very familiar if you think about it. Now, the author, Robert T. Kiyosaki, was merely the same as we were, a kid trying his best to fit with others. He was a poor kid in a wealthy school. Funny enough, because his parents were working in that school, that's why he got in. He believed that his friend Mike's dad could show him better ways of having a rich mindset instead of his dad, who told him to study hard, go to college, and get a good paying job. But he had his mind on money, and as he was poor and that, the only thing he thought about was money, nothing else, just money. Now tell me that isn't something we do, right? I mean, we're always wondering when will we be rich by doing overtime and everything, especially parents, they would like to do anything to support their kids. And it has happened even to my family. But after that, he learned that Mike's dad was not an ordinary man, but a genius. As he learned about being wealthy, he became more disciplined, smarter, and even greater in money management. I always wanted one thing, and that was to be successful one day. But man, after experiencing the workload from a day, I was exhausted. And yes, if you didn't know, I actually worked in an auditing area. It's very tiring and it's very hefty. It's terrible. But I know this is where everyone starts out. And I believe teenagers rarely miss out on this opportunity. As you see, many teenagers will go and see opportunities to work and gain some money, but they do not. On social media, there are these people telling you how you can make 1 million in a week. Well, a certain study by many talented entrepreneurs said that even 1 million a month is impossible, but some people will still want it in weeks with no hustle or anything. I see teens every day not even studying properly, and there is no use to it. In my opinion, school trains us to be workers, but isn't that the basic before being a boss? For example, to be a teacher, you would have to learn like a certain level of subjects so that you can be able to teach the students. Because if you do not know the subject, how are you going to teach it to the students? And they won't understand because you are not teaching how you understood it. And I would say this book is suitable for most teenagers because we are in a world where everything is at the tip of our fingers. Investment, online jobs, and everything more. Everything is just so easy. In fact, we can earn passive income from our parents and keep a good savings. Every day our parents gives us money, we can keep it. In terms of language, there are a few jargons used, and you find it difficult to understand at first. I was basically searching on Google about this meaning and that meaning, but however, when you read more, I am sure you will slowly indulge in the knowledge shared by the author, and later you will realize that it's hard to put down a book. I went from reading in 30 minutes a day to 1 hour to 2 hours. There was a day where I spent most of it just reading this, and it's so interesting. There are a few negative aspects though, which I would say it's how straightforward it is. It is filled with so many hard truths that I don't think many humans like us could take it. But it excites me to see how Robert is kind enough to not only share, but guide us to the stage of making money. And hopefully by the future, poverty would go down and would decrease a lot. In conclusion, I hope you, the audience, can follow along in my journey to finish reading this book. Enjoy your holidays, pick up some skills, and do your best. Stay awesome.